What's up? It's Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 5, Episode 6, Dark Matter, recap and review. I'm
Mm.
looking forward to this episode. We got a lot to break down this episode. We got Rock exploring her relationship. You got Kanan doing what he do, lying and manipulating. We got the dynamic of Jukebox and Garcia. We got Breeze. I'm learning more about his character. And we got breaking down what Marvin and everyone has going on. I am your boy, Laugh as May, and of course, y'all see I'm joined with the one and only the best in the Midwest. It is the Unico Williams, and we're gonna break down Raising Kanan, explore it, break down all the thought processes, psychology of the characters are getting more in depth as the show is ending. So we're gonna break them down, each character that's important in this episode and the things they went through in this episode. How you doing there, Unico?
I we had to spend a whole week just looking at Kanan laying down after getting beat down, and we was like, "What's going to happen next?" I don't think that question was answered yet. Like, how you going to really, Uncle Marvin? How you want to start this?
We're gonna start off with I want to do a shout out. That Scarface song, I love Scarface.
That
So
was
New
a
York
good way to start this.
Scarface, start the episode off. I'm feeling it. And then of course we start the episode with Rock with her strange relationship that was questioned by Marvin about her love for her son and why does she keep caping for him, even though we find out repeatedly, what we're gonna talk about in a minute, he blames her while everybody said, why you keep protecting him while she's on the verge of losing everything. So she's going through this like dynamic of she's looking for a way to connect. We saw her go to therapy. She talked to Olga, who is Sean's mom, which we found out Kanan named his son Sean. Is all he is very representative of that. So we Figueroa. So we know how that happened. We saw Olga who talked to her, and everybody like comforting Rock. Like I know sometimes I feel like, am I a bad mother? And Rock, like you see Rock get real quiet. She's never quiet in this show. So that whole dynamic, going to therapy, asking people how his Lou felt about her, finally breaking down the one thing that in this season that we wondered, these people are not, they're not like showing that Lou how impactful.
I want you to get into your degree right now. Like, get in there, Like, really talk about this.
Yeah, but we saw all the dynamic. We even saw, we're gonna talk about a little bit Kanan, even his mindset with his mom. So I'm looking at this and I'm seeing this relationship between Rock and Kanan and how it affected her. And she even admitted to it. I'm never gonna tell you to kill my son. That's my son, Marvin. And he was like, why are you always protecting him? He's like, I don't know. She's like, I know you know because you always do it.
Yeah.
No matter what, you will always protect him. And
what do you
she has
think?
throughout the season,
like,
even the bad stuff, you Nico, the bad stuff she did, even for old boy, he was gonna snitch on Kanan. Gotta get rid of him. The dad.
Can we? Like I was saying, can we go back to that? Like Rock was like, I have no problem getting rid of Howard. Period.
Yeah, he's in the way of you. He saw what you did. He's a loose end. Get rid of him. Anything for Kanan, she would do to anybody. Maybe even Lou and Marvin for Kanan. I'm telling you, she would go through. And the whole and it's such an interesting dynamic because he blames her, as we're gonna talk about next, for everything. And Juke hit him, but we're gonna talk about it in a minute. I don't want to What you think about the Rock dynamic? She went to therapy, Joe, and she made fun of therapy this whole show.
No, like she was like, hey, just he's so the person was like, hey, I can't really talk to you about what Lou and I talked about, right? And then, all right, come on in here, let me talk to you. And I don't know, like, what is the aim for Rock at this point? Like, I don't understand.
Think she lost. She in like a weird play. She lost everything. Her plug got ended.
She lost her plugs.
Stefano got old boy out. And she's like, oh, so you're not working with me no more. So she ain't got that. She just going out there. Her and Marvin just going out there just Marvin shooting the hinges off doors to them young. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. And she just doing stuff at this point because she don't know really what to do. Even at the end, she went after the little white boys that we've been seeing all season to hurt Bree because she ain't got no options. Which gonna lead to is she attacked them two white boys and they're gonna lead to her Breeze finally getting involved after trying to
I
be
was
like
gonna
that's
say,
you and your mama business.
can we get into where Breeze is like telling Kanan, that's your problem?
Yeah, that's the next thing, basically. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's it. But well, yeah, so let's go just get in it. Listen, Kanan lying and lack of responsibility hurt everyone around him, and he got confronted twice about it. And shot my nigga hit the most lying scene
by Black Queens, by the way.
Dorita and Juke. Juke know him now. Juke know him, so she didn't fall for it. But he was trying to spit some crazy. He got Dorita. She don't know. He even got Dorita at the end to go try to turn on Flossie.
That was crazy. That was a crazy scene.
And Floss, Flossie is just a random apartment, and she reaches out. What the going on? How do you get in the house?
Did that mess you up a little bit? Like the fact that Dorita like went out of the apartment, and then like basically like passed it off to like Kanan. All right, go get her.
And Flossie, I'm like, she right there. Even in the 90s, she rich as hell. She should know this. So,
she said, "What, y'all came here to rob me?"
And then like, I know you friends with my op, Rock. She said, "What's you to Rock? That's my mother.
I'm her son.
I'm her son.
I'm her son."
But it does hurt everybody. Even Dorito, like, you lied to me to get close to Flossie and Rock because that's who I work for, and you lied to me and you made me late for all these jobs and doing all that. You got old girl kidnapped. You're doing all that, and he done talked out the everything I meant was for you because that love I got for you is real. And we know they gonna basically be origins because she probably gonna get pregnant with Sean. But Juke called him out. Juke said, listen, you either gonna be a grown man or you're gonna be a bitch.
A bitch. A bitch.
He said,
you can't be both.
You can't be both because every time you do something, you want to be grown, but every time you do something, you're always blaming your mother. Like, you did that. She didn't do that. I would have told y'all. Yeah, but Rock wanted to be overprotective like she always is, so I didn't get a chance to tell y'all.
So can we go back? Can we go back to episode 1? Can we go back to episode 1 and talk about how like she was like, I'm about to put all this stuff in this sock, and you go over there and beat that boy's ass at that party.
Yeah, it's kind of it's led to like a dependence on his mother in a weird way, but he want to be like out from under her, but he's still dependent because every mistake he make, essentially he put on her, even if she ain't got nothing to do with it.
And
which I'm interested in though,
because did we see that same dynamic? Does he still feel like he needs to lean on Rock, or like is this a new dynamic? What do you think?
I'm leaning to a prediction. I think he might end Rock. I think that might be because I seen people say it's gonna be Snaps and Pop. I'm like, why would he be a Snaps and Pop funeral? I seen people say it's gonna be a Marvin funeral. He will not, because he's gonna be the one to end Marvin. He will not be a Marvin funeral. That'll be a death trap. He might. I feel like Rock might pass away, and it be not because of him, because he is in the scene that people been talking about, the funeral scene that wasn't Lou's at the beginning. That's in the trailer for the season. Who funeral is he at? So I am curious, but y'all can let us know in the comments who y'all think it is. But
yeah,
yo, by the way, I do want to say before we get off, we off Rock. She put on a heck of a performance with this. Like, she's probably one of the best. She's the best female lead in All Power to me.
Better than Tasha?
She's 100% better than Tasha. Tasha was annoying. She did a great job. By the way, I ain't saying Tasha didn't do a great job, by the way. Even though her character is meant to be annoying. But Rock, I feel Rock because the actress do a great job of showing that she's emotional, but doesn't show emotion. Like, it fits the character, so she does a well job. And by the way, let's give Kanan the actor credit because his performance, that was a lying piece of work. He even killed a nigga because he said he was scared.
That's Robert. That's actually what
anybody else scared.
How did you feel about him just blatantly just destroying this guy?
Yo, it shot Bree, but Bree kind of like this. Bree like, oh,
so what Kanan did was what I would assume Breeze would do.
I think Breeze would probably be less emotional about it, but yeah.
Or would he have taken out the whole room? Honestly, you know what I mean.
Breeze would have probably set him up, but was something we gonna talk about. But He told anybody else scared, cause we gonna
Anybody?
get you unscared.
What do you say? I'm gonna make you unscared.
Anybody shook, cause you gonna be unshook. Everybody like,
If you shook,
get your ass back to work.
Shook.
Get your ass back to work. Yeah, them niggas. Marvin scared them, but then Shannon like, okay, bet. And I did like you did say this earlier. I do like Breeze not going off Kanan's impulsive bullshit. He like and he asked a question I don't think people noticed. Because the first thing he asked wasn't about I'm not going for it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna kill Rock? We might not have to kill him. I ain't part of that bullshit then.
That's
that's the first thing. I don't know if people notice. That's the first thing he asked. Are you gonna end her? And he was like, well, no, I ain't got to do all that.
I'm gonna mess our business up.
Yeah, and he like, well, I ain't part of that because we all collateral damage when you do that. Because I noticed that. That's the first thing he asked. You gonna end her? And then he said no. You're like, I ain't part of it then. You just all you doing is some back and forth drama that's hurting my business. Because so ain't gonna finish.
Is Breeze actually like smart in your opinion? Like he's like,
yeah, I think Kanan, OG Kanan. I said this I got the part for him, but OG, we can go over this. OG Kanan presented him as like not as smart. Ghost kind of presented him as smart, but you can tell he even convinced. It wasn't much in it. He even convinced Stefano to not just act reckless. Like, hey, we can hit her a bunch.
But he's the like most reckless in a sense in the show.
Well, in terms of shooting people,
he'll do that.
Instead of shooting people and doing stuff in the moment, he's a little gun happy and crazy. But when he's not doing that, he's literally just calculating.
Is it more of a I'm gonna do some crazy, wild, nasty stuff when it's calculated because I feel like that?
No, I think he wouldn't just get in the moment. I think he's a psychopath. Because he even when they start shooting, he yelled Kanan's name, which I thought was crazy because now they know Kanan's involved in the last episode when they start shooting all the people, so they know Kanan's involved. And I think that's impulsive, but I think I don't think he's just outright impulsive like the Stark.
So it's like when Breeze puts his mind to it, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
When he wants something to go down, it's gonna go down. That's how I feel like he carried there.
But
I also think he's like a mix. I think he's like a psychopath, but he like got a structure to him. And that's why he always gonna watch Jeopardy this time. He likes structure. So that's why I think Kanan like he's stupid because he likes so much structure that he likes to do what he likes to do. And if somebody knows it, they can get him. It ain't like wild, chaotic. Like Kanan, you don't know what Kanan gonna do. He's really a psychopath. Like Kanan just shoot. Like he shot old boy. Nobody in that room expected him to shoot old boy like that. That's what they were talking to him. That's something Breeze would do. So they wouldn't talk to Breeze like that.
Making people unshook.
Yeah, they made him
unafraid.
Yeah, but I do it. He didn't go with his, like I said, he didn't go with the impulsive shit. He didn't do all that. Kanan's always going off impulse. I got a problem with somebody. I got to do it. Breeze more like we can figure out ways to get them, and then we're gonna get them where I want to.
Yeah, when I'm ready to do it, we're gonna do it. But we got to make sure it's a good reason as to why we're doing it.
Yeah, and I think it's the same thing when Flossie said, "If I have to pull it, I'm gonna pull it." So, but
I agree.
But like I said, you learn a little bit about Kanan. You kind of see him becoming more Kanan from the show.
I feel like this Kanan is more unhinged than adult Kanan.
No, adult Kanan was unhinged.
So wait,
did you not see when he shot Juke? That was completely impulsive. Damn, bitch. Pop, pop.
He didn't even feel any type of way about that.
No, I'm saying he just psychotic. He just do shit to whatever his advantage is.
And then what did he
say? Remember what he did to his son? Like he did that. At least in this show, he kind of like turns his head. Adult Kanan.
What did he say in that moment with Juke? Like he shot Juke and was like, "All right, yeah, Ghost. I was trying to use your kid against you." And that, like he
called her a dumb bitch because she tried to kill Tariq and he need Tariq. Like I said, it ain't even cause he loved Tariq. It was cause I need this nigga to fuck with Ghost and you trying to end him right now and you ain't doing that because my goals is my goal, which is he kind of turned into that person. If you interrupt my goals, you interrupt my goal. You ain't working right now. You interrupted my goal. So we gonna get you unshook because y'all shook right.
Is that a good thing?
No, because we find out what happened. I hope we get a lot more of that in Origins though. So we already seen the characters from Origins and how
I really want to see that Ghost Kanan dynamic because when Kanan came into power, Ghost was like really still appreciative of him. Like, yeah, I did kind of get you locked up, but he was still kind of respectful of Kanan, correct?
Yeah, he was respectful of Ghost too, but he just needed him out the way.
Mm.
Ghost is probably the most calculated person out of all of them, even most of them Breeze. Even though I think from looking at Breeze is the second most calculated from what we've seen from
But
him so
we
far.
we watched Power Force, and we saw that Tommy is really calculated too.
He is, but he's still impulsive.
Impulsive.
Yeah, he's
With
way
the goal, or like what
like Ghost doesn't do anything off impulse. We saw
Mm.
that in the show. We see Breeze for the most part don't do something off impulse until the end. If you need him to do work, because just think about it, Breeze hasn't done anything unless Stefano asked him to. You're like, hey, we need that prompt. And you're like, all right. And then he told, and then the other thing you can say, you can say Unique's crew, but he gave them opportunity to work for him. And then he said something. You gotta remember, they said something crazy to Breeze, and that's when I say his mindset go on go. Then, as we saw, this Unique's corner. Anybody in the corner, I bet. So he hasn't been impulsive to me. Even when he like calculating and cutting the body up, it's not impulsive.
So are we saying Breeze is actually calculated?
Yeah, I think he's the second. From what we've seen so far, the second most calculated. Ghost is the most calculated. Breeze still go off some inhibition, but Tommy and Kanan is more like impulse. Kanan probably the most impulsive from what we seen.
Man, Tommy was making moves, man, in Power, because
he still made a lot of mistakes that was impulsive.
In Force,
yeah, that's probably why he just needed Tariq too. But he still did, like, he got old girl kidnapped because he did some impulsive and let him know that he had her, and then she got kidnapped with the fire and shit. He was a lot, but he did some impulsive things that kind of got people in a weird situation. Even though he knew some of the dynamics, but like I said, he's still like all of them smart. That's not.
How about Tariq? Is he the most calculated?
No, he'd be second. In between him and Breeze for second, because we talking about the end of the beginning.
Yeah, like at the end of the day,
at the end he's probably
the most.
After he grown and learned and went through a bunch of. You gotta remember, he even tricked the FBI with the phone shit. That's very calculated. He did that quick too when he tricked him with the like, oh, he got the FBI to shoot old boy and then convinced old girl. Listen, that is calculated with no prep time.
Let's keep it on police. So what about Garcia and Juke? What about that? Are we done with that, or you think there's more?
By the way, I love this part of the show. I know some people didn't like it, but I love this part of the show. It's literally he the only cop who they acknowledged wasn't dirty in the precinct. And he was doing something dirty, and it would bother him the whole episode. To the point we saw the former captain, like, he kind of like, you the only one, man. I had to do some dirty thing, which I didn't even know Baptiste did dirty thing. I thought they never showed it, but he gave him John's location that he's friends with Kanan so they can get Rock, because we know Pops and Snaps obsessed with Rock because they think she set up her husband. Defcon. So they obsessed with her. So that's why they doing the same thing. Everybody obsessed with Rock. The one thing you know about this show is everybody in this show obsessed with Rock.
Everybody. Stefano.
Except for Bree. Bree might be the only one that's not obsessed with Rock, but he new to it, so he don't know.
Stefano does not like Rock.
He like, we gotta cut her head off. My boy said, "What she do, bro? She ain't got no business. What you worried about it? She even in Manhattan. She not even.
I'm not seeing her sell 1 gram of anything. Like everybody hates her.
Even her brothers be having issues with her. It's because she's a little bit unhinged too, but. I love this.
Uncle Marvin sell anything, and I haven't seen Uncle Lou sell anything.
Yeah. But I do want. He did tell Juke that it's the police, and I think he's gonna tell her that it's Pop, Snaps, and Pop, because they admitted to it. So that's gonna create dynamic because Kanan works with them.
That's a big part of the show right now. Yeah. Is that okay? Let's bring this all back to Snaps and Pop.
Yeah,
let's do that.
And Juke gonna. That's
you think it's gonna be Juke? You think Juke gonna hand them?
No, I think it's gonna be Kanan and Bree.
You think it's gonna be Kanan?
I think Bree's gonna be accepted with a choice at the end. Bree's gonna be like, "You my brother." He gonna test it.
Or it could be Breeze that ends him.
Yeah, I believe because it's gonna be Kanan. Because Kanan gonna basically Juke gonna tell Kanan that it was Snaps and Pop that ended his best friend.
And that's gonna bring us back to Crystal.
Yeah, and them and that too, because they're gonna realize that they ended Krista and him to set up Rock, because they the one who tried to convince him Rock was doing everything.
So are you saying
they,
that at the end of the day,
yeah, you're gonna come back to Snaps and Pop being setting them up to hate his mama?
Is Kanan about to come back and be like, "I'm sorry, I love you, mom"?
I don't think he'll
Do
be
you
that.
think that's the outcome?
I think he did too much damage. I don't know if she's gonna accept it.
Or that's set in stone. That is what it is.
I think it's
like, he ate his mom. It is.
I think he's gonna be more like he might visit in prison or something. I'm leaning towards she might be in. I don't know yet. He might find out after. I don't know. It's 2 more episodes, so I'm interested. It's a lot to. I can see them putting the threads together and finishing now. A lot of shows I don't see that, but I can see them with this show finishing.
Do you think Rock is still alive currently?
The popular, I'm leaning no now. I am leaning no.
Because we already know Stefano is definitely aged out by that time. You know what I mean? So whatever, if he dies of old age, that is what that is.
Yeah. But. But I'm interested. By the way, Captain, but staying on the police, Captain, we find out it's like a task force that we don't. The first time we have a task force that we don't see, because the task force is not going after them; they're going after the police. So Baptiste was. So basically, we're gonna have a first season without a task force.
So Garcia is about to go after the police department.
No, they already got the FBI right there on them. You gotta remember in this show, the FBI is like, we are investigating this whole precinct, and that's why Baptiste shot himself in the head. Because his name was gonna be on the line, because they put him in his retirement, but he ain't. But
we got a lot. It's a lot to like. Yeah. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And then we got like with Marvin, we got him with his fake daughter with the white girl.
Is that what puts him in prison?
I think that is the story gonna put him in prison. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all can let me know us in the comments, because I do think that's gonna be the one. Because they already trying to put the piece. Like I said, this whole season is starting looking like
they keep asking me, and they said that a neighbor said it was a black man that came out the house.
Yeah, and the police keep looking at him, even though they under investigation too. So it's interesting.
And he's already under investigation, being Lou and Rock's brother.
Yeah.
We forgetting about a whole shootout in the projects. They was in the projects.
But the funny thing, the Tasker's not even looking at them. They looking at the police, because they was all doing dirty stuff with Rock. There's 2 with Rock. There's 2 that was with Snaps and Pop.
And then Snaps
Howard himself
got police officers too.
Yeah, right. Howard himself, it was investigated, because the police told him all this. He's like, "Hey, you the only one that's clean." Everybody. And the funny thing is, he asking because he's trying not to be clean, but in the end, he like, "Yo, I can't do this shit. I can't do this, man. Everybody dirty beside me." But I did promise you something, so I'm gonna give you. It was because, and plus it's on me. So I'm pretty sure he told him it was some police officer that ended Sean Figueroa, as they say. It was Figueroa.
Shout out to fame, man.
Yeah. So I would say Figueroa, so I'm used to saying Figueroa. But he's like, there's some other police. It's not the one that went Rock. So now she know it wasn't Rock. And she gonna probably figure out who it is. Gonna tell Kanan. Kanan gonna have snap.
Is Juke not about to tell Kanan?
I'm pretty sure she will. I'm pretty sure she will, because that is still important to him. Because he's working for the people who did it. All to set him up to distrust Rock. Which then I think is gonna lead to Breeze having to pick Snaps and Pop versus Kanan. And I'm starting to believe Breeze really think Kanan his brother.
You think Breeze is all in with Kanan?
I think.
I thought it was a lie. That the reason that he said
I did too, but I'm thinking, man.
You don't think you don't?
I'm thinking he really believe. He bought that man a car and then said, "You don't owe me nothing." Like,
this not a play. This is not a play.
Even from what I know from Power, it wouldn't be a play, because he's still.
I think it's a play. I think that Breeze is playing Kanan and like, hey, we brothers for real. Like, playing.
Yeah, but what's the play? Because
Snaps and Pops know DEFCON is not that man's daddy.
Yeah, I think they know that, but I don't know if they told him that. Yeah, remember the only relationship with them is that Defcon is with them.
So why?
So he ain't trying to play
we haven't
Breeze
seen
into
anything that says that Breeze has been informed that his dad is Defcon. We have, other than just them saying that. I don't think that we have definitive proof that Defcon is really his dad.
Defcon ain't his dad. I think they told him that. And that's how they linking him. Because you remember, they doing the same thing with Kanan, trying to separate him from his mom to be on their side.
Hold on. So break it. So run it back for me, because I do remember Snaps and Pops talking about Defcon.
Yeah, they said they was with him in the group, and he was under them. Some old gangster, and they was the one who taught him everything. We don't know if that's true, because they could just lie, because they've been lying the whole time. They have separated Kanan from his mom, and I'm pretty sure they done did Breeze separate him, so he with them. So I'm pretty sure they probably told him that Defcon was his brother. So it's like all set up. That's why they want to meet him, so they can control. And it's basically a screw over Rock, because they're obsessed.
So this all about Rock.
Yeah. It all come back to Defcon and Rock, because this whole show is about Defcon and Rock relationship and how everybody swore she killed him.
Moved. So Rock went to Manhattan. Why are they worried about what's going on in Queens? Just like Breeze said.
Because Snaps and Pops are obsessed with Rock. And Kanan's obsessed with Rock. And Stefano's obsessed with Rock.
How is she hurting them?
Because they don't care about that. Snaps and Pops, they are obsessed. Stefano, even Breeze has asked every single person on this show that we talked about, why are you obsessed with her?
Yeah.
Every single one. He have asked Stefano, he asked Snaps and Pop, and he asked Kanan. She
just look good in bodysuits or something. That's why everybody hate her. Or like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Kanan hates her, but mostly from Snaps and Pops. Stefano hated her because we know why Stefano hated her.
What he said? What he call her? A ghetto black queen? Or what did he say? Like Stefano is racist as hell, right?
Very. But,
so and I feel like they say a lot of Italians in during that time 100% do not like niggas. Period. Or black people. Yeah. So what do you think? So where do we go from here? So Kanan finally finds out that it's Snaps and Pops that killed Crystal and all that.
I don't know if he's gonna get. I think he might put the Crystal one together.
What you say?
I think he's gonna realize they try to put him against his mom. So all this for Rock.
But he was already against his mom. Nobody has to work hard to try and get Kanan against his mom. Like he already doesn't like.
Well, it was if y'all when he was first happened, he just didn't want her around there. But then they told him that he ended Fame. Then they said he ended Crystal. So now you're like, okay, she trying to ruin my life. So this is a manipulation of the way.
So he does find so he finds out that it's really Snaps and Pops. Does he really go there?
And I think it's gonna be them versus them, and that's how it basically gonna end.
What else do we have on the rundown for this show?
That was it, because we talked about Marvin. The cemetery speech was amazing. We already talked about him, and then he went to Flossie. Yeah, he talked to Lou, and then we saw Flossie. He asked her for advice, and she like,
how does that dynamic work? So if you let Kanan go as Flossie, what do you think?
I don't know. I think she's gonna tell Rock
that your son came to see about me.
Yeah, he gonna still beat her. He gonna tell her to come and get your son. That's the white people way of doing shit. Come get your son. He tried to rob us.
Was he there to go kill her?
Yeah, he had a gun out. I don't think he was there to steal nothing. What was he gonna steal?
He looked so defeated in that moment. He was just like, when the gun was to his head, he was just like, I'm my mom's son.
That's probably the only way he was gonna survive too, because she was gonna end him. She was gonna be done for my boy. But yeah, this episode was a little slow, but it was a setup for the last 2 episodes of the season. Like I said, we start seeing the threads from the first season.
You think it was a pretty good like bounce back episode, like to reset, basically? Like we took a week off. You think this is a pretty good reset episode?
I feel like this should have been the episode they do the block out, so we ain't excited. Because you kind of know what's going. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know it's about to go down.
I mean, we know that Kanan survives into adulthood. We know that.
We don't know what Juke gonna do. We don't know what Rock gonna do. We don't know what Marvin. They are all unhinged. They ain't got no business. They can't pay nobody back. Boy finna cut them off. They have no money to get him.
Somehow Garcia puts Juke in police academy somehow. I feel like, right?
Oh, maybe we find that in Origin. I don't know if they're gonna put that thread together. It don't seem like they go on that thread yet. But she might find out how dirty the police is and want to do it herself because she just heard that every police officer was doing deals with everybody.
Because that's what it was when we first met Juke. It was because there was a robbery, and then she took them. She said, "Man, y'all messed up and killed both the robbers."
Yeah, and then shot him. No, she told dude to shoot him. That way, if he shoot him, and then she shot him to saying, "Hey, I tried to save him," which was very clever. And I don't know why the dude shot him because that was a pure setup. I still don't know why she. I mean, it sounds like a setup, but yeah.
Like the more I'm learning about Juke, I hate the fact that she took an L like that to Kanan. Right there in that moment, like it wasn't very theatric, you know, like it was just over with. And now we know her though, like, but it was over with and they moved on. You know what I mean? Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
The scenes do hit harder once you watch the show.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when we watched it, it wasn't.
We didn't know the dynamic of how close they actually are, that kind of thing. We didn't know that. And then he just did that like it was over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, oh, she's crazy. That's all we thought. Oh, she's just crazy. But that's all I got for this episode.
I want to rewrite that. I think they should rewrite that. Like how Juke takes her
got way too many shows to be worried about to try to read it.
Huh?
I think he got way too many shows he doing. He got Fightland comes out next week. Friday, I think, matter of fact. Fightland. So we got that. Then he got Origins and he got the other one. When whatever it's called when Tommy and Tariq do their thing. AKA New Ghost. Like a ghost. But let me know y'all thoughts. What y'all got? Unico, anything else?
Hey, Unico Williams, YouTube, man. Hit me up, man. We covering the David trial, so I got y'all.
Anything y'all see, y'all can see at the bottom of the screen over on 99media.org. It takes you right to all the pages, everybody, affiliate pages, links, and everything. Anything you're interested in, go there, see it. It's simple. I do appreciate y'all for watching. Remember to keep stomping. Something amazing can happen. Peace.
Turn the cameras on, hit the mics, let's go. From a couch to a cosmos, watch us steal the show.